Hello everyone, welcome to another YouTube video. So in this video I'll cover all the trades I have taken from 23rd of February to this Friday. Also all the changes I have made to the RCT levels indicator. Okay. So in the previous video I discussed I wanted to combine everything in one indicator only, so I have done that. Okay. I have removed the BPR and PFEGs because I thought they were cluttering my क्या बोलते हैं my screen a lot. So I have removed them. I have added CPR in this indicator. I have added first three NYFEGs in this indicator. I have also added EMAs, 200 EMA VWAP in this indicator. Also, you will see these two thin lines. This is the 50% of initial balance. Initial balance means first 1 hour candle of NY session. And this is the NQ AVWAP or US AVWAP. If you place the AVWAP from this open, US open, right? So this is the US AVWAP. Keep one thing in mind, these two are not very important according to me. I just use them to place my stop loss or sometimes entry if I see them at the same point. Okay. And RCT levels have been the same. Previous day high, previous day low, previous NY low, current electronic market high, electronic market low, and the Asia open line. Okay. So nothing has changed in that regard. I have also started trading more क्या बोलते हैं pull back entries instead of just breakouts. I started this from around I think last Wednesday or Thursday. So obviously the first few days you are going to see me in my old setup where I was trading breakouts instead of pullbacks. But after that I have started taking more pullback entries instead of breakout entries. Okay. So let us start. So what happened here? Okay. Let us see the context first. Market went down in the Asia session, consolidated before London, and then pumped up in the London session inside the CPR. The CPR is very broad, so obviously this is a strong resistance point, a resistance or support point wherever it is going. Okay. Then what happened? Market chopped around after the open a little, and then we dumped down. Obviously I have not taken a trade somewhere around here. Sometimes I do take trades, but I rarely take a trade until the first FEG has been formed. So first FEG got formed and it dumped down and took out the CPR level, CPR on the downside level. Now obviously since the CPR is very big, it is a strong resistance point according to me. है ना? And since we have dumped down, we have broke down below CPR, we have broke down below VWAP as well. So now we are in a downtrend in the NY session. So what are the targets? Remember, RCT means reversal. Market either reverses from this level like this one or continues from this level like basically this. Okay, continues from this level. This is the RCT level here, right? So market either reverses from this level, continues from this level, or targets this level. So we know market has already reversed. Okay. Then what is my target? These are my targets. RCT levels, these are my targets, right? Market will target this level. Simply it dumped down, went back up. Then I took this trade when I saw that this kind of resistance or support was being broken with a good candle. I took this entry and my stop loss got hit. I did not anticipate that the market will push back up, but it did and my stop loss got hit. Okay. Then I took a smaller sized trade, and when I saw this market kind of resisting from this 50 EMA and then dumping down on the next candle. Remember, this is a purely downtrend. It is being a little choppy, but it is still downtrend. You can clearly see all the moving averages, VWAP, all of them are not being broken properly. So this is a downtrend. Okay. This is clearly a downtrend even though it is a little choppy. And the RCT levels are still active to be tapped. These are still active to be tapped. And they did. This was a break-even day for me purely because this entry was not sized well. Okay, because I was unsure whether this will go down or not. So this was a 0 hour day basically, but the strategy worked. Okay. Now the next day, market again dumped down and reversed from here. Acha, you will say, Umang, it reversed early only. है ना, it reversed very early. Actually if you go and see MES chart, MES futures chart, it reversed exactly from this level. It's just that there was an SMT here. ठीक है, I don't really trade reversals, so it doesn't really matter to me. I generally trade continuation of the trend, or I mainly trade the CNT, है ना. R does not matter to me because I don't trade reversals of trends. ठीक है, so it just ripped up above this, these two FVGs, above the CPR, है ना, and then pulled back here. Then I waited. This was a deep pullback according to me because it broke 50 EMA, broke 200 EMA, kind of broke VWAP as well. ठीक है, so this is a deep pullback for me. Whenever I see a deep pullback, I wait for a cup and handle or a क्या बोलते हैं inverted and shoulder, and it did give me a cup and handle, proper cup and handle entry. ठीक है, and I took this trade again for this RCT level. I could have taken for this one as well, but I thought कि okay यही ले लेता हूँ. ठीक है, also I booked half at 1 hour and then booked another half at this RCT level. ठीक है, so this was basically a 1 plus 2.42 divided by 2, around 1.75 hour trade. ठीक है, then on the next day market just pumped up. ठीक है, market just pumped up, so I did not take any trade. Remember, if market pumps up straight 200-300 points in the NY session from open only, you can't really do much about it. At least according to my strategy, you can't. If you have another strategy, obviously you can, but according to my strategy, this is a low probability day because the market chops a lot after that initial strong move. ठीक है, then the next day market consolidated inside the CPR range. So it was very obvious, if the market goes down, ठीक है, CPR will be a resistance. If the market goes up, CPR will be a support, and CPR range was pretty big. The CPR range was pretty big, right? So market went down, took the low of CPR, pulled back. I took this pullback entry. I took this pullback entry. In pullback entries, you have to have faith that the trend will hold. And I have faith that the trend will hold. Why? Because of this RCT level. Because I know the price will target this level. I have faith that okay, maybe I can take this trade for a higher trade. Yes, I will go wrong. I will not have a 100% win rate. I do not have a 100% win rate. But since the reward risk ratio is pretty good, I can make good money from this. And I did. Obviously, I did not capture the entire 297 point move. I kept booking in between, but I still caught around 150, 120, 130 point of move, है ना, which was still good, right? For a 33 point risk, I am making 150 points. That is pretty good according to me. ठीक है, and obviously you will get chopped up sometimes as well. I'll show you those days as well, है ना, where I got chopped. This was the day, है ना. This was the day I got chopped. So market opened and I had a bias. What was happening nowadays was it had taken all the downside liquidity. And nowadays what is happening, this was the mistake I was making in early February. What everyone is doing is, we want continuation of the trend. Like we saw, okay, market went down, then consolidated, then market went down. It should go down, keep going down again. But that is not happening nowadays, unfortunately, right? Market is reversing. So I thought, okay, now it will reverse and tap that VWAP level. So I took this pullback trade, my SL got hit. ठीक है, अच्छा, it was break even because I think I took plus 1 hour, half a trade at plus 1 hour. हाँ, ये शायद break even था. But still, this was a losing trade according to me. Then it hit that RCT level and just reversed, and I took another loss. ठीक है, I think I took minus 1 hour on fundeds on this day. Then I started trading evals, and in evals I took 2 Ws, right? So this one again, I saw that this is making an inverted hand shoulder. This is an inverted hand shoulder, right? So when I saw inverted hand shoulder being formed, I took this क्या बोलते हैं pullback entry on this RCT level again with this FVG level as a stop loss, and it hit my 2 hour. ठीक है, so I took profit in an eval, not on funded. ठीक है, then it pulled back again, and this is again the 50% range. Multiple EMAs are here, so this is obvious क्या बोलते हैं pullback entry for me according to me, है ना, assuming that the trend will hold. एंड इट डिड एंड आई मेड मनी, ठीक है, एंड आई मेड मनी, है ना. तो इट हिट दैट RCT लेवल एंड देन स्टार्टेड चॉपिंग अगेन, है ना. यू कैन क्लियरली सी RCT लेवल का कैसे चॉप कर रहा है. रिवर्स फ्रॉम RCT लेवल, टारगेटेड दिस RCT लेवल, चॉप्ड अगेन, ठीक है, गॉट चॉप्ड. देन Monday, I don't think I took any trade. Again, pumped up around 100, 200 points, I guess. I don't take trades on these days. 200. If it pumps 200 points straight up, generally I am not going to make money. Okay. Even if I am taking a trade that day, I am going to take a trade with very small stop loss. Okay. On this day, this is another day where I made some mistakes, I'll tell you. Market was whenever you see that the market is very near to VWAP, I don't go against VWAP then. Like for example, I see market is very near to VWAP. Okay, if it is far away from VWAP, you can take the trade where it is going to hit VWAP against the trend. For example, if this same thing had happened somewhere around here, I would have taken a trade to target this VWAP, but unfortunately it was just resting at VWAP. So VWAP acts as a resistance or a support level. So I don't take any trade against VWAP when VWAP is very near. Okay, so I did not take any longs here, and it started chopping. Okay, I could not take any downward trades as well because both 50 and 200 EMA were aligned. Okay, and market was chopping inside this range between VWAP and 50 EMA. Thankfully it broke down here, so I took this entry, क्या बोलते हैं, 50 EMA plus FVG entry with this as stop loss. This is the 50% range वाला stop loss, ठीक है, around 36 point का stop loss, and I was targeting this level, ठीक है. But once it hit this RCT level, I booked half the trade and I moved my stop loss, which was a mistake. I moved my stop loss to break even. It hit break even and then went on to my TP. Unfortunately, I could only capture on the entire position. I could only capture 1 hour. Okay, I could have captured around 4.63 plus 1 plus 2 divided by 2 equals to 1, around 3 hour. Okay, on the entire quantity I could have captured 3.25 hour, but I only captured 1 hour. Okay, so can't really do much about this in this case. Okay, then the next day, yes, so on this day again I made a mistake. What happened here was market again opened and started chopping around this level. I wanted to trade short for this VWAP level, है ना, but it just hit the RCT level and we cannot see any confirmation type of candle like the market is going to go down. We did not see any kind of candle after hitting this RCT level. So obviously I am not going to take any downside trades. Remember, RCT are reversal. If you don't see any bearish sign at this RCT level, why will I trade on the downside? Makes no sense according to my strategy, right? Went up, made this kind of 2T 3T VCP, है ना. So I thought, okay, this is going to go and target this RCT level. Unfortunately, I took the entry here and put my stop loss here. I should have given more room to the stop loss. Maybe took an entry, should have taken an entry around here, but I thought that it is not going to go down that much, and because of that my stop loss got hit, -1 hour. Then this was a strong bearish candle and immediately market started reversing. So I assumed this is a shakeout candle and took an entry here and captured 1 hour, basically a break even day. Okay. Then yes, this one. Okay, so market opened, went up, went down. Again, when all these EMAs and VWAPs are aligned very close to each other, I generally do not prefer to take a pullback trade. I remain very cautious that what is going to happen. But it went down and started bouncing up, which was a good sign for us, and this was the RCT level. These two were the RCT levels, even this one, है ना. I thought, okay, it is now going to target all these RCT levels, है ना. It went up, I waited for a pullback, it pulled back and immediately bounced from this VWAP. I took an entry here for a target of this level, है ना, and obviously I took 1 hour around somewhere around here on this RCT level on half the quantity, and I waited for this target to hit Unfortunately, it just dumped down and took my stop loss. So plus 1 hour of on half quantity, minus 1 hour on half quantity, break even day again. Then after that, I thought, okay, initial balance trade I can take. What is initial balance? Initial balance is the first hour of NY session. So let us assume the range of the first hour of NY session is this. Okay. So there is a 85 to 90% statistical probability, and this is actual stats, that either this high or this low is going to be taken out. Okay. And we can frame a trade according to that. Generally, I take a pullback trade. Unfortunately, it just dumped down. Okay. This was the 21 candle, right? 1 hour candle. And after that, the low already got taken. Okay. Either high or low is going to be taken. The low got taken on this candle, so there was no trade to take. Okay. And finally, I took 2 scalps yesterday. I don't recommend this to anyone. So what happened was, again, we were far away from VWAP, and we were down around 1.5% on the in the London session. And as I said previously, if London dumps, NY is not going to continue. This is what is happening nowadays, unfortunately, and because of that, price action has been pretty choppy. So I decided, okay, this looks like a shakeout. Market is reversing from this RCT level. Maybe I'll target this RCT level as well as 200 EMA. So I took an entry here. Once it started going up somewhere around here, I moved to break even, because again, this is a very risky trade according to me. Why? Because London was very trending, so NY open can chop. NY open chopped, my break even got hit, and I went out. Then again, I took an entry here for a very small scalp. I don't recommend this to anyone. This is not the kind of trade. This is not very high probability trades. It just, I took these ones, so I'm talking about them, but these are not high probability trades according to me. I just thought, okay, now it is going to take this liquidity, all this liquidity, and it did. Okay, oftentimes I take a stop loss here as well, like I explained it to you. Like just a few days back, I took this kind of entry, weird scalpish kind of entry, and took a stop loss, right? Which was the day? Yeah, this one, right? This one. So these scalping type of trades often take stop losses as well. Sometimes, as long as RR is in my favor, I make money, right? So plus 1 hour day, after that it started chopping, and I thought, okay bhai, ho gaya aaj ka. Friday is one of the worst days according to me. Friday is always choppy. Okay, Friday is the most choppy day according to me. You can see this price action. You can also see last Friday as well, this was the last Friday where I took loss in fundeds, right? So that is why I remain cautious on Fridays. So I hope you understood all the trades I have taken. These ones are much harder. That is why I have not explained them that much. But before that, all the trades are pretty easy. You just need to understand the price action. You just need to understand where the market is going to go. And then after that, it is just basic risk management. I hope you liked the video. There were some comments, so I'll take them. First one was when to secure payouts. Okay, when to secure payouts, according to me, it is better that you create some buffer. I prefer, let us assume you are trading Lucid 50k flex accounts, right? I prefer to have a buffer of at least 3000 before I withdraw anything. Okay, at least 50,000, at least 3000 on a 50,000 account before I withdraw anything. Okay, so that at least the 2000 remain. After that, it is up to you how much buffer you want to create, but I prefer 3000 because that is what I have been doing for a lot of time. ठीक है. Also हाँ, प्रमोशन करना भूल गया भाई. प्रमोशन कैसे भूल सकता हूँ? कहाँ है टेक्स्ट? हाँ, if you are taking Lucid accounts, any kind of Lucid account, use this code, है ना? Obviously this is a paid promotion. I am an affiliate. ठीक है. So according to me, this is a good firm. As of now, they are doing good business. If they do any kind of wrong business in the future, just like I made you aware of the wrong things happening in क्या बोलते हैं funding ticks, I'll do the same thing for Lucid as well. But as of now, I am not seeing any kind of denials from them, at least to my followers, all the people I know, myself included. So it is a good firm. If you want to trade props, go for Lucid. Okay. So that is it. I hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, don't forget to drop a like and comment if any you have any doubts as well. And don't worry about the RCT indicator. I am going to publish an update soon. Have a good day, everyone.